Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Cooling with Cooley. So, today we're going to be discussing the January 6th insurrection, fake news, and how I have personally dealt with such fake news as an activist. And so, when we are watching the videos that were posted, it just reminded me a lot of my past experiences. Fake news is something that has skewed Generation Z so much. If you go on TikTok as a Gen Zer, you'll see articles and fake media releases about relationship scandals. For example, there's a rumor that A$AP Rocky cheated on Rihanna and Rihanna is currently pregnant. And then that was fake news and it was proven to be false. So they had to come out publicly together despite Rihanna being 7 months pregnant and not wanting to deal with the stress of these false rumors. And situations like this can be very detrimental to somebody's character. For another example, Cardi B with the defamation of character case she had against a YouTuber. When people spread false rumors, it can be very detrimental to somebody's life, somebody's career, and usually, your career is how you make your income. So I wholeheartedly stood with Cardi B with denouncing that YouTuber, and Rihanna and A$AP Rocky with denouncing those lies. But going and seeing how detrimental fake news can be in the political realm is something that I have dealt with personally. So in January of 2020, I am an activist for March for Our Lives, which is a student-led gun violence prevention organization, and I currently sit on the National Board of Directors. And so we traveled to Richmond, Virginia, and slept in the Capitol building to essentially show how we needed gun violence prevention safety laws passed. Things as universal background checks, banning high-capacity magazines, and things of that nature. And we were met outside. We slept inside the building the day before we were supposed to lobby to Congress. And surrounding the building were white supremacists with AR-15s, AK-47s, and their camouflage with guns, yelling. We had to have personal security with us the entire time. I was called racial slurs because of this, and it was, at the time I was 18, I believe. And so being in traumatic experiences like that, where they think that we want to take away people's guns when all we want to do is make sure there's an effective system to monitor them so people can stop dying. Specifically, Black people can stop dying. And so when January 6th happened, it was a few days after I moved into my apartment back in the DC area. And it was those same white supremacists that I had already dealt with before. And so feeling that emotion and that trauma of being in that space and knowing how they react, I decided to tweet about it because as an activist, my phone was blowing up like, as DC activists, should we go? Should we try to stop it? Should we try to save the United States? The world is falling, just because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were elected. But I tweeted to my following, do not go. Because the government does not take extra precautionary measures to value us and our lives and our missions. When we peacefully protest, they kill us, they shoot us, they attack us, they abuse us. So no, in this moment, no, we should not go to United States Capitol and try to save the Capitol because the Capitol has not tried to save us. And so with that, my tweet went viral, and it just started a great discussion about how Black people are attacked by the media, how Black people are attacked by these white supremacists, and I think this is a prime example of how in these instances you take news and you outsource it. And so although that my tweet was opinionated, it wasn't a false news, it wasn't fake news, but it was more of outreach. So I'm going to put the screenshot of my tweet up here. And then in my vlog, I also have a link to my BET article. But I say all that to say, the terrorists went on to explain how they were innocent, although there was video footage that they weren't, and how it wasn't an overthrow of the government or that Donald Trump had no direct correlation to it, which has been proven to be false. But hence Donald Trump's favorite thing to say is fake news, although they spread nothing but fake news. And so as you're looking at my article, as we're all doing research about what happened on January 6th, I implore you to find the facts, because the facts are so important. The cases, the language that Donald Trump used in his speech before the insurrection happened is very, very important because it insinuated this riot, and Donald Trump has been proven to know about the riot beforehand, but in the claim of fake news, Donald Trump says he knows nothing. So thank y'all for listening to me on this discussion today. This kind of work is something that I'm very passionate about and something that's my life mission. So thank y'all for tuning in. And yeah, that's the episode of Cooling with Cooley.